Welcome back to Atlas Bytes. Today we're venturing into the world's most isolated tribes, communities living with little or no contact with global society. These groups are living links to ancient ways of life, each with unique knowledge and traditions. Their existence challenges our assumptions about progress and fulfillment. As we explore, let's remember, this is about respect, humility, and their right to privacy. We'll discover who these tribes are, where they live, and how they've adapted to their environments. We'll also consider the ethical dilemmas of contact and the importance of protecting their autonomy. Ready to journey into the hidden corners of our planet? Let's begin. Our first stop is North Sentinel Island in the Andaman Islands, home to the Sentinelese, arguably the world's most isolated tribe. For thousands of years, they've lived self-sufficiently, fiercely rejecting all outside contact. Their language and customs remain a mystery, observed only from afar. The Sentinelese have made it clear they wish to be left alone, protecting their way of life and health. They are skilled hunter-gatherers, thriving in an environment that would challenge outsiders. The Indian government enforces a strict exclusion zone around the island to protect them from disease and intrusion. Even minor illnesses could be catastrophic for the Sentinelese, making this legal barrier a matter of survival. Glimpses from a distance reveal a resilient people, deeply connected to their land and sea. Their tools and shelters are crafted from local materials, and they've survived natural disasters like the 2004 tsunami. The Sentinelese force us to question our right to intrude on those who choose isolation. They are not relics, but a contemporary people making conscious choices about their future. Our responsibility is to honor their wishes and ensure their sanctuary remains undisturbed. Their story is a lesson in humility and the importance of respecting boundaries. Sometimes the greatest respect is to simply let others be. Next, we travel to Papua, Indonesia, to meet the Korowai, famous for their towering tree houses. Until the 1970s, the Korowai lived in near total isolation, their world defined by dense rainforest and family ties. Their tree houses, perched up to 100 feet high, protect against insects and rival clans. Building these homes requires communal effort and deep knowledge of the forest. The Korowai are hunter-gatherers and horticulturalists, relying on sago palms, wild game, and an encyclopedic understanding of their environment. Their animistic beliefs shape daily life, rituals, and their relationship with nature. Some Korowai have moved to government villages, but many maintain traditional lifestyles deep in the forest. This has created a spectrum of change, from assimilation to cultural persistence. The Korowai's story highlights the challenges and choices faced by isolated peoples encountering the modern world. Their resilience and ecological wisdom are remarkable. Beyond the striking tree houses lies a culture negotiating its place in a changing world. The Korowai remind us of humanity's adaptability and the value of living in harmony with nature. Deep in the Amazon, straddling Brazil and Venezuela, live the Yanomami, one of South America's largest isolated groups. Their communal houses, called chabonos, reflect a culture built on cooperation and connection. The Yanomami rely on hunting, fishing, and forest gardens, with an intimate knowledge of the rainforest's resources. Spiritual life centers on shamans, who use hallucinogenic snuff to communicate with spirits and heal the community. Despite isolation, the Yanomami face threats from gold miners, disease, and environmental destruction. Mercury pollution from illegal mining has poisoned rivers and fish, endangering their health. The fight for land rights is ongoing, with some victories but persistent threats. The Yanomami's resilience in defending their culture and forest home is inspiring. Their story is a testament to the strength of indigenous identity in the face of adversity. Protecting the Yanomami means safeguarding both cultural heritage and the Amazon's biodiversity. Their survival depends on respect for their land and way of life. In southeastern Peru, the Mashco Piro remain one of the world's last uncontacted tribes. Nomadic hunter-gatherers, they move through the forests of Manu National Park, avoiding outsiders. Their isolation is rooted in a history of violence and exploitation, especially during the rubber boom. The Mashco Piro live in small, mobile groups, building temporary shelters and relying on deep forest knowledge. Recent sightings near settled areas raise concerns about resource depletion and encroachment. The Peruvian government enforces a no-contact policy, but illegal logging and outsiders still pose risks. Accidental encounters can be dangerous, both for the Mashco Piro and neighboring communities. Protecting their autonomy and territory is urgent and complex. Their story highlights the pressures facing isolated peoples and the need for effective protection. The Mashkopiro remind us of the right to remain uncontacted and the importance of safeguarding ancestral lands. In Brazil's eastern Amazon, the Awa, often called Earth's most endangered tribe, struggle for survival. Nomadic hunter-gatherers, the Awa have a spiritual bond with the forest, which is both home and sanctuary. Their numbers have been decimated by violence, disease, and land invasions. Awa families move through the forest, hunting and gathering with extraordinary skill. They often adopt wild animals as pets, reflecting a unique empathy with nature. Decades of illegal logging and encroachment have pushed them to the brink of extinction. Despite legal protections, their land remains under threat. International advocacy is crucial to expel invaders and secure their territory. The Awa's plight is a stark warning about unchecked development and the loss of irreplaceable cultures. Protecting the Awa is about human rights, cultural heritage, and biodiversity. Their survival depends on urgent, sustained action. In Ethiopia's Omo Valley, the Surma people, also known as Suri, are renowned for body painting, scarification, and lip plates. Cattle herding is central to their identity, shaping social status and ceremonies. They also farm crops along riverbanks, adapting to seasonal changes. Body painting with natural pigments is both art and social expression, signifying status and creativity. Women's lip plates, though striking to outsiders, are symbols of beauty and tradition within the culture. Ceremonial stick fighting, or donga, is a test of skill and a key social event. The Surma face threats from large-scale development, land loss, and tourism. Dams and agricultural projects disrupt their traditional way of life. Preserving Surma culture means respecting land rights and supporting adaptation on their terms. Their traditions are a vivid reminder of human diversity and resilience. The Surma story is about identity, adaptation, and the struggle to maintain heritage. In 1984, the Pintupi Nine, an Aboriginal family, emerged from the Gibson Desert, having lived a traditional nomadic life, unaware of modern Australia. Their survival depended on deep knowledge of the desert, finding water, tracking animals, and gathering edible plants. Daily life was a constant search for sustenance, guided by ancestral stories and spiritual connection to the land. Contact came when they met a relative who had settled in a community, prompting their transition to modern society. The leap from desert life to contemporary Australia was immense. Some members became acclaimed artists, sharing their culture through the Western Desert Art movement. Their story raises questions about assimilation, cultural continuity, and choice. The Pintupi Nine brought undiluted traditions and beliefs, enriching their new community. Their journey is a powerful reminder of the endurance of the world's oldest living culture. Respecting diverse paths of human existence is essential. As our journey ends, I hope you've gained a deeper appreciation for the world's cultural diversity. The stories of these tribes are testaments to resilience, adaptation, and the human-environment bond. The key lesson: respect their privacy, autonomy, and rights. Their choice to remain separate or engage on their terms must be honored. Learn more, support organizations protecting Indigenous rights, and help amplify their voices. Thank you for joining me on this exploration. Stay curious and keep learning. Until next time.